Alright, so this chapter moves quickly through several kings of both Judah and Israel. It highlights political instability, assassinations, and the decline of Israel, while Judah remains somewhat steadier but still imperfect. The first part of this chapter covers Azariah, king of Judah. Okay, Azariah, also called Uzziah, becomes king of Judah at 16 and reigns 52 years in Jerusalem. He does right in the Lord's eyes, but the high places remain. The Lord strikes him with leprosy, so he lives in isolation while his son Jotham governs. He dies and is buried in the city of David. A long, mostly good reign, but pride later leads to his downfall, okay? So, the second part of the chapter covers Zechariah, king of Israel. Zechariah, son of Jeroboam II, reigns only 6 months. He does evil like his predecessors. He is assassinated by Shallum. This fulfilled God's word to Jehu. 4 generations of his descendants would reign, and no more. And that's written in 2 Kings chapter 10, okay? So God's promises are exact. Jehu's dynasty ends as foretold. Alright, the next reign covers Shallum and Menahem, okay, the third part. Shallum reigns 1 month, then is killed by Menahem. Menahem reigns 10 years, doing evil, so he brutally crushes opposition, even raping open pregnant women in Tifsa. Yeah, that's the name of the place. But raping open pregnant women, that's very brutal. When Assyria under Pul, which is called also as Tiglath-Pileser III. Jesus. Okay, this guy threatens. Yeah, when Assyria under Pul threatens, Menahem pays tribute with heavy taxes on healthy. Israel is weakened morally and politically, dependent on foreign powers. The fourth part of the chapter covers Pekahiah and Pekah. Oh gee. Pekahiah, son of Menahem, reigns 2 years and does evil. He is assassinated by Pekah, one of his officers, and has a very similar name. Pekah, or Pekah, reigns 20 years doing evil. In his days, Tiglath-Pileser of Assyria captures much of Israel's land, exiling people from Galilee, Gilead, and Naphtali. Pekah is assassinated by Hoshea, who succeeds him. Assyria begins dismantling Israel. The road to exile has begun. And the hardest part to understand from the Bible, I think, is how to pronounce their names. It's not even to understand the message. But okay, let's continue. The fifth part of the chapter covers Jotham, king of Judah. Jotham, son of Uzziah, reigns 16 years in Jerusalem. He does right in the Lord's eyes, but the high places remain. He rebuilds the upper gate of the temple. In his time, Iran, which is Syria, and Israel, the northern kingdom, begin pressing against Judah. Jotham dies, and his son Ahaz succeeds him. Judah is relatively stable, but feels growing external pressure. Okay, what are the key lessons from the 2 King chapter 15? The first one is, sin breeds instability. Israel's kings fall quickly, assassinations, short reigns, and foreign threats dominate. Second lesson, God's word always comes true. Jehu's dynasty ends exactly as God said. Third part, the third lesson is Assyria emerges as a major threat. Israel's compromise leads directly to foreign domination. Fourth lesson is personal faithfulness matters. Judah's kings like Uzziah and Jotham show longer stability when they follow God, though not perfectly. Judah's Uzziah reigns long but ends in leprosy. His son Jotham continues with faithfulness. And Israel instability reigns. Zechariah, Shallum, Menahem, Pekahiah, Pekah, and Hoshea rise and fall through assassinations and foreign pressure. Assyria begins to strip Israel of its land, signaling the coming exile, okay? So the next chapter, Ahaz reigns in Judah, falling into shocking idolatry and copying foreign altars, okay? So stick with me because we're going to check that in the next video.